players sacrifice them trying to create perfect Crucible trees.
Oh god, we're gonna have to
Occasionally,
price
you'll
check
find a Crucible
trees.
passive skill
Oh
tree
no.
with special
Okay, trailer.
Eons ago, to forge weapons unlike any Raycast has ever seen. Take up the power of the
Tree gateways? What the oh, okay. Overhaul? Pathfinder? I just played a Pathfinder. Oh, okay. That's a pretty good trailer. Crucible passive skill tree. Res tech. Oh, shitty two-handed mace, but that's a rare. There was a unique item. Okay. So we can change unique items. So I'll watch this without pausing, and then I'll pick it apart after.
In Path of Exile Crucible, you'll learn about an ancient race of titans who once shaped the primordial surface of Rayclust. In this league, you will earn the ability to forge their power onto your weapons. And what form does that power take? In an iconically Path of Exile way, it's the ability to imbue your weapons with their own passive skill trees.
Oh god.
You'll have the choice of which of your equipped weapons you want to focus on. This can include ones on your alternate weapon swap if you want to improve one you're not currently using. After selecting a weapon, you channel it at the Crucible Forge to spawn monsters. The longer you channel for, the more dangerous and rewarding the encounter becomes.
Oh.
As you spawn additional monsters, they combine together to create larger and more fearsome foes that grant even more experience for your Crucible passive tree. 2 depth 5 skills to choose from. One of them allows all damage from your Freezing Pulse and Eye of Winter skills to poison, and the other allows various brands to be attached to your Summoned Reaper. There are many such modifiers to skills that will enable very interesting build combinations. In addition to all types of weapons, it gets a bit crazier as you approach the endgame. For example, a pair of bows, a pair of shields, or a pair of one-hand axes. One of these items will be melted down and applied to the other, which will keep its regular properties.
Wait, that's recombining
together in an unpredictable way, taking elements of each one.
Oh, tree recombination.
Combinators applied to item mods, taking parts of each Crucible tree and merging them together, as well as randomly upgrading or downgrading or mutating skills on the resultant tree. While this process can create
do they all have different trees?
You get skills you wanted from both items. For example, any skills that have been allocated are more likely to show up in the resultant Crucible tree.
Oh, telling us that now is nice. Soul Eater, holy shit.
By default, players sacrifice them trying to create perfect Crucible trees.
Oh god, we're gonna have to price check trees. Oh no.
These vendor skills usually occur relatively deeply in the tree, so take some effort to allocate, but usually don't block skill choices.
Oh, we're gonna have to really price check trees.
In this expansion, we're targeting a couple of endgame leagues that have fallen behind other leagues on the Atlas tree. Let's start with Breach.
Breach did feel like shit last time I played it.
We've also improved the pacing of Breach encounters. Previously, Breaches felt pretty good early on, but quickly tapered off in density to the point where you wanted to abandon the Breach because it just felt like not enough monsters were spawning. Our changes now keep Breaches feeling dense throughout, leaning more on the side of it feeling overwhelming towards the end of the Breach. We have also reduced the duration of Breaches so there is constant monster pressure and you can get on with your mapping sooner.
That's amazing. Oh my god, that's so good.
Patch notes, cards, Breach unique items, Atlas passives, and so on.
Sorry, unique items? What's happening?
We're also revamping Abyss in a similar way.
Really?
Because Breach and Abyss now feel far more modern and competitive with other popular League content.
Finally. I can play them and not hate myself now.
Let's look at an example, the Life Mastery choices. You can see some
of no, there's no vitality reservation. One of those is handy for Witch.
We've also added more capacity for investment in certain mechanics that we felt could be improved. So the Saboteur is definitely the Ascendancy class most aligned with traps and mines, but the old version of the Saboteur made it difficult to play anything but traps or mines. The new version has more builds available, including a whole new specialization, Trigger Bots, which override the location of where a triggered spell is being cast, and instead causes it to trigger
bots?
Once from each of their locations.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, double DPS.
The layout for the Saboteur's underlying skill. Val Absolution upgrades one of your Sentinels of Absolution into an Apparition of Innocence.
There's a couple uniques that work with it.
Lightning Arrow fires a barrage of piercing projectiles that cause lightning to strike nearby targets whenever they hit an enemy. After a short amount of time, or when they collide with terrain, their arrows randomly change direction and continue flying, regular version of the skill.
I have
Path of
no idea
Exile
what that
Crucible
means.
introduces 5 other Val skills.
Nice shot, animate weapon.
Val Animate Weapon.
Oh
Val
my
Domination,
fucking god.
Val Ice Shot, Val Rejuvenation Totem, and Val Firestorm.
Huh? Val
This expansion
Rejuvenation
also
Totem.
introduces more
Okay.
than 10 new Widow Hail is a unique bow that is different from any other bow in Path of Exile. As a weapon, it does
Ooh.
basically no base damage and doesn't grant any stats of its own.
Okay,
but it does
attack
dramatically
speed.
increase the power of mods provided by your quiver. Needless to say, this could produce some pretty ridiculous outcomes with good rare or unique quivers. We'll reveal some of the other new
There's a
uniques
stat
over the
stacking
coming-
quiver. Does that work?
Ruthless is a
Oh, I
game
need to
mode
know
we
how that
released
works
alongside
now.
the Sanctum expansion late last year. It's designed around extreme item
Yeah, fuck
scarcity,
Ruthless.
but it's challenging because you're constantly behind.
I'm playing
the
it right
power
now,
curve.
but fuck that.
So Virtus found it'll be held in ruthless hardcore solo self-found
Oh,
and will
God.
require you to kill both the Uber Searing Exarch and the Uber Eater of Worlds, making it by far the hardest event we have ever run. The
I
first place
don't
winner
know
will
if
get to
streamers
work
will
with
play
our design
that.
team to add in. These are hideout decorations that you can place to show off sets of microtransactions you have assembled. You can equip them
Oh,
with
okay,
your spare
that's-
micros and pose them in various
That's
ways.
actually useful.
It's also possible to swap your entire outfit with a mannequin's one, which lets you easily store micro sets to be
Ooh.
retrieved later.
Okay, that's... Oh, God. Oh no, my wallet.
Other new microtransactions coming up include wrapping paper, which lets you gift wrap items to hand to other players, or even drop in town for random people to pick up.
Wait, what?